You're driving alone at night, just trying to get home safely, when suddenly your headlights illuminate something that shouldn't be there. What happens next will haunt you forever. Tonight, I'm sharing 11 real stories from people who experienced their worst nightmares on dark, empty roads. These aren't fictional tales. These are actual encounters that ordinary drivers faced, and some barely lived to tell about them. From mysterious hitchhikers with deadly intentions to elaborate traps designed to lure unsuspecting victims, these stories will make you question every shadow you see in your rearview mirror. If you're someone who drives alone at night, you need to hear these warnings. I'm your host at Witnessed Horror, where we share the terrifying experiences that real people have lived through. Make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell, because these stories could save your life. Trust me, after hearing what happened to these drivers, you'll never look at a late-night drive the same way again. Let's begin with the first story that will make you want to check your back seat right now. I was 24 years old and working as a software developer in Portland. My best friend Jake had just moved to this incredibly remote house about an hour and a half outside the city. He had inherited it from his grandfather and decided to fix it up as a weekend retreat. The place was literally in the middle of nowhere, surrounded by nothing but farmland and forest for miles in every direction. There wasn't even cell phone service for the last 20 minutes of the drive. It was a Friday night in late October, and I'd driven out to help Jake install some new flooring. We'd been working all day, drinking a few beers, and just catching up like old times. By the time we finished, it was already past midnight. I was exhausted. My back was killing me from all the manual labor, and honestly, I just wanted to crash on his couch and drive home in the morning. But I had an important client meeting at 9 a.m. on Saturday that I absolutely couldn't miss. This was a potential contract worth 6 figures for my freelance business, and I'd been working toward this opportunity for months. Jake tried to convince me to stay. "Dude, just call him and reschedule. It's not safe driving this tired, especially on these back roads." He was right about the roads. The route to his place was mostly 2-lane highways that wound through vast stretches of farmland. During the day, you might see a car every few minutes, but at night, especially this late, the roads were completely deserted. No streetlights, no houses, no gas stations for miles at a time. Just endless darkness on both sides of the road. But I was stubborn and convinced myself I'd be fine. I'd made this drive dozens of times before. I loaded up